news live stream. Right now it's 12:15 a.m. Eastern time. And again, welcome to the live stream. Guys, we have a very, very important news coming out. Empty shelves. Empty shelves is happening in Kansas. And I do believe that this is just the tip of it. I believe that it's also going to happen in New York City eventually once Zarwan gets into power. We're talking about becoming mayor. All right. So a lot of people in Kansas are frustrated. They're saying that there's a supermarket that has no food. Shelves are empty. There's no vegetables. There's no meat. There's nothing. But they are also reporting that that there's this really bad smell in the supermarket. Really, really bad smell in the supermarket. And it seems like the milk, everything is just rotten. It's no good. And so I've noticed that this is happening in the poor area. Now, I don't want to, make it seem, sounded like really bad, but it's happening in a poor neighborhood. All right. So the first thing that came to my head is Venezuela. All right. Because this is how it started. All right. So look, me being Hispanic and a lot of people I know from those countries, again, that's how it started. Little by little, everything was being transformed. And Venezuela is going through a lot of it, especially when it comes to supermarket and food. All right. So pay very close attention. It's happening in Kansas City. I want to show you something really quick here. All right. So look at this. You see that? So this is what a Gov-founded grocery store looks like. Empty shelves, rotting food at the taxpayer expense. All right, so people are just really frustrated. People are not pleased. Look at that shelf. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Americans need to start doing their research and start stocking up. Prep, get your stuff ready. Because even the Bible says that there will be great famines in various places. There will be shortage. Now, again, a lot of people are going to be like, they go, Lewis, fear-mongering. This is scripture stuff. This is not a fear-monger, but this is the real deal. It's going to happen, and it's going to hit the fan all over the place, all right? The Bible says that things are going to hit, it's going to crash. But the good thing is we have Jesus, all right? So I do believe what's happening in Kansas is also going to happen in New York. And boy, oh boy, that will be the big one. So let me show you some of the stuff here. So the Gov in Kansas City tried to subsidize a grocery store. That's something that Zarwan, the guy that's running for mayor for NY, that's what he's trying to do. So it failed miserably. You see that? Listen up, New York. Listen up, New York. All right, so a rotten smell, shelves empty, you can't buy anything, no food. Don't show this to Zarwan, New York. Don't show this to Zarwan. All right, so I feel bad for the people out there. I seen the video, and like I said, guys, it seems like it's not in a rich area. It's not happening in a rich area. And I feel like they just testing the waters here. That's what it is. And it's just very, very sad. The people are so frustrated. They say they can't find no food. It's so bad. Look at this one person here. All right, so Gov-founded grocery store Sunfresh market test in Kansas City has failed. Shelves are completely empty for the food are rotten after millions of federal dollars invested. This sounds like another. I'm sorry about that one there, guys. Okay, so I wanna read this article, all right, about the empty shelves. Do me a favor, please share the video. Please share this video. Like I said, I do believe it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen all over the place. So, all right, here we go. Shoppers frustrated by empty shelves at Kansas City Sunfresh location. Customers at the Sunfresh grocery store near 31st Street and Prospect Avenue say they're facing increasingly empty shelves with little food left to buy and a very bad smell that greets them out the door. I guess the very bad smell is that they have those pallets like in the back of the warehouse. They have those pallets just sitting there. There's a possibility they left the meat out there. They left everything in the back of the warehouse, and it's just a lot of those stuff expired, and so you got all those pallets and food gone to waste. We don't know why this is happening in Kansas, but this is just insane. This is just insane. Now they have nothing. Now they have nothing. There is nothing, says shopper Michelle. I walked in and I'm like, okay, where is all the food? Where is all the food? Once again, please share the video, guys. Randolph said that she's been shopping at the store for years, but now worries about the quality of what's left. The milk, I'm scared to buy some, she said. Even the dates, they may have a few days over. I don't want to buy that. Shelves that once held fresh produce, dairy, meat, and frozen food are now mostly bare. It used to be packed when it first opened back a couple of years back, and probably 2 or 3 months ago. It's just too much for me, if you ask me. Murphy also described a rancid smell, a very bad smell at the store entrance. Give me a second here, guys. So it says here, so the store, which has had 2 different operators, one for profit and one nonprofit, has received nearly $29 million in taxpayer. What happened to the money? Investment and through bonds, loans, ordinances, and subsidies, totaling $28,997,400. All that money is just going to waste, Murphy said. Something's going on here. Kansas City police and private security are stationed on site to maintain safety. All the other 2 Sunfresh have food. Why does this one not? It just need to get better. All right, so kind of disturbing that all that money is going to that place, but there's no food. There's no food. It's like the state of New Jersey. It's like the #1 receiving a whole bunch of money for school education, but none of those young ones is being educated properly. All right. I want to pull up something here really quick. This is coming out from Zero Hedge. They're also putting out this news. Give me a second here. I had a mosquito just. I got the mosquito, but yeah, it's just sad what's going on, guys. It's really sad what's going on in Kansas. Give me a second here. I know Zebra Hedge just put out something, and I want to read that one to you guys. So if you can, give this video a thumbs up. Share the video. Like I said, this is the tip of the iceberg. Here we go. Okay, so Zebra Hedge is putting out some good stuff here. Basically, he's saying New York is going to be the next one if Zarwan is elected. All right, so let's go with Zero Hedge. There's nothing. Empty shelves, a really bad smell, and it's happening in Kansas City. One of the dozen or so social, policy proposal from New York City, the left nominee, Zarwan, is the creation of gov-founded grocery stores, while the left party increasingly embraces the social, leaning policies such as the seizure of private property. This idea of gov-funded grocery stores appears disconnected from both fundamental economic realities and historical precedent. Nowhere is this more evident than in East Kansas City, where a nonprofit operates a grocery store on government land, that has become a symbol of failure, plagued by a smell of rot and empty shelves. Wow. Wow. I felt that one there. So, this is what happens when you want socialist. Again, you guys know what I'm saying. This is what happens when people want someone like Bernie Sanders. This is what happens when again, people don't do their research. Eventually, we're going to end up like Venezuela. We're going to end up like Venezuela. You know what they're doing in Venezuela? For those of you that don't know, they're trying to look for food. You know where they get food? The dumpster. No lie. No lie. You can ask Jorge Ramos from Univision. Ask him, when he went down there to interview Maduro, what happened to him? His stuff was confiscated. They threw him in jail. And then Donald came and rescued him. Yeah, it's no good. All right, so what happened is your jobs is going to be impacted. The food, the supermarket is going to be impacted. It's just going to be bad. It's no good. That's why all those people came here to our land. And then you have high crimes going on up there because, again, you have to survive. So they're taking whatever people's stuff they have in order to survive. All right, so, geez, empty shelves. That is brutal. And this is a sleeping giant. This is America. We're not supposed to see stuff like that, man. We're supposed to be on top of the food chain. This is a sleeping giant. We're not supposed to see stuff like this. We're not. But hey, the sleeping giant, they want the new America. Look at this one here. Wow. Hey, New York. Hey, that's gonna be you guys. That's gonna be you guys. If you put in Zorwan, that bodega, I believe the bodega will be the first one that's gonna get hit. And then the bodega is gonna be like big stores and stuff. Local media outlet in Kansas City towards Sunfresh Market. I'm gonna skip the address. And the store opened in 2018 as part of a multi-million-dollar public-private reventilation of the Linwood Shopping Center, operation by community builders of Kansas City, a nonprofit focused on urban development. The store has since become a massive reminder that while social, look at this, you see that word there? May sound great on paper, in practice, it can be an absolute disaster. It sounds great on paper, but in reality, it's an absolute disaster. Just imagine flipping burgers at McDonald's making $200,000 a year, the same amount that a doctor is making. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Ooh, that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. So look at these people. A lot of these people, these are customers, by the way. These customers are being interviewed. You have the news reported that her news team received a tip from a viewer about empty shelves throughout the dairy sections, meat department, bakery aisles, and a deli counter. I truly apologize, guys. I don't have my glasses on me. Look at that. I mean, that's supposed to be like what? The the vegetable, potatoes and stuff like that. It's all empty. There was a time this store was on life support, said Pat Clark, a community advocate, adding, I could tell you today, right now, it's near dead. Don't know what's going on. I mean, that store is receiving a lot of money. They're getting a lot of money, and I mean, they're supposed to be putting food on shelves and stuff, but it seems like it's not doing good. But look at this. Someone said this is Cuba. People required to show their food ration coupon book to buy food in state-run grocery. Give me a second here, guys. Give me 1 second. Here's another one. In a separate investigation or investigative report, Fox News spoke with one person who said there's no meat, there's no vegetable, there's nothing, there's no food. Are you going to take care of the community that's surrounded around you? If not, sell the store to someone that can be more responsible. This person and his obsession with social, there you go, guys. You see that name? Socialism and Marxism come as he has barely held a real job and couldn't make it as a rapper, okay? And has been deeply involved with the left party dark money funded NGO. So they're referring to, okay, so again, they are referring to the mayor of New York. Even though this is happening in Kansas City, the empty shelves, they are saying that the mayor, or again, the guy that is running for mayor for New York, he's going to end up messing up the bodega. He's going to end up messing up the supermarket. There's going to be some empty shelves, and it's not going to work. You guys know he want to do all that. He's a hardcore. Again, you thought Nancy, like Pelosi, you thought all them people were really, really hardcore. This dude, Zarwan, he's extreme. All right, he's like Maduro, the guy from Venezuela. All right, give me 1 second here. So it says here, history has shown that these gov-run grocery stores always fail. There's a video here, but I'm not going to play the video, guys. I truly apologize. So in a Red Dragon, you could get the death penalty for selling your ration coupons. This is a public trial of 75 people who sold their ration coupons in 1980s. So I'm just going to skip that there. The idea from Zoran, that's the guy that's running for mayor, isn't just unserious. It's a case study in how today's activists, live in a completely inverted reality. The gov-run grocery stores have been tried before, from Birmingham, Alabama to Baltimore, and they're all failed. They became political patronage machines. So it seems like it's that Bernie Sanders policy. You know, Bernie Sanders, man. Again, it just doesn't work. This is why we got to keep this sleeping giant country See, this is why I tell people, America is a constitutional republic. One nation under God. A constitutional republic. But you got these new people, and a lot of them comes from outside. These new people, they don't believe in that. They have their own belief. We're gonna make the sleeping giant great. Oh, the sleeping giant's already great, but they want to change it. They want to, do their social, and other stuff. And I feel bad for the Big Apple. The Big Apple is gonna see the big one. All right, guys. So that's gonna be it for that one. The empty shelves. It seems like that store, they're gonna shut it down, I guess. But a lot of people are very concerned, saying, "Where's the food at? Where's the meat? Where is the vegetable? And what is that really bad smell?" So I guess they left the food in the back and let it sit on a pallet, and it got rotten. Why? Don't know. But one thing I'll tell you guys, that this is some very concerning time, and people need to start stocking up and getting stuff ready. Okay, we got a breaking news here, guys. You know that dude that they cuffed and they sent to El Salvador? Remember that guy, that kid? Well, let me show you really quick here. All right, so earlier today, they released, the news released a very important information that this man was released. They released him to the streets here in our sleeping giant land. But something else happened. He had the rights, came in and said he ain't going nowhere. He's still going to be locked up. So it seems like, and by the way, the judge that wanted to release him, that's Barack Judge. The 44th, that's his judge. So once again, you have this person here, remains in custody of U.S. Marshals after Barack Judge orders him to be released. Why are you going to release that dude to the streets? Why? And why? If that's the case, you might as well just release Maxwell. Release everyone. Open the cell. Open the cell and release everyone to the street. Just do it. Just do it. No more prison. No more jails. Just shut it down. Let everybody go in the streets. I don't know what's wrong with these people. I just don't know. It's just, they want the lawlessness in the streets. It's like people chose Barabbas. I think that's his name. They chose him over Jesus Christ. They chose a lawlessness over a righteousness. And that's what these Looney Tunes left do. They rather choose again. They rather choose lawlessness. Remember when Kamala was doing she was doing the rallies and stuff, and there was a whole bunch of people, and she was talking, and someone yelled, "Jesus Christ is the answer." Someone yelled, "Jesus Christ is the answer." Kamala said, "You're in the wrong place. You are in the wrong place. I don't know who you yelling at. Jesus is the answer, but here we don't do that. You're in the wrong place." It goes to tell you that these people are lawlessness. All right, give me a second here, guys. Again, thank you so much for tuning in, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm just triple checking something here really quick. Guys, there's a new war going on. There is a new war going on. A major clashes have erupted this morning at several points along the border between Cambodia and Thailand. Wow. With significant escalation being seen as both sides have begun to utilize multiple launch rocket systems and armored vehicles, including tanks. And amidst the clashes, Cambodia has ordered all of its citizens to immediately depart from Thailand. Wow. Wow. Cambodia versus Thailand. This is happening right now. And look, guys, in my channel, I just want to be straight up with a lot of people. In my channel, we talk a lot about nation against nations. Earlier today, I posted a video, the Russian newspaper, and this is a very big company newspaper. This is like New York Times and stuff. So the Russian newspaper has put out a very important message to the citizens of Russia to prepare for a huge biblical war. And this is not no made up stuff. This newspaper also put information about a top US general, a sleeping giant general, basically talking about snatching Kaliningrad. And that's the real deal. That's not no made up stuff. All right. And you guys already know Poland also urged their citizens of Russia to evacuate. That, again, that's the real stuff. I know some people just left me email and saying, "Louis, I got to leave. You're putting out some propaganda stuff." Again, I don't put out propaganda stuff. A lot of people is actually talking about this. This is the real deal. Okay, this is nation against nation Bible prophecy. Again, these countries are literally preparing, and this is no joke. All right. So yes, the U.S. is sending some very powerful equipments, and they're also going to send some Hawk missiles. All right. They're going to be sending a lot of stuff, and you got some very important people out there in Crane discussing this war situation. And also there is a protest going on. So some people are saying there's no protest happening in Ukraine. There is protest going on. I will not be making this stuff up. So there is protest going on in certain cities, including Kiev. All right, please, people, do your research. But I don't put out fake stuff. Hey, look at this one here. So the big news is Cambodia. You got Steve Luckner is gonna go live. This is the big deal here, guys. Thailand and Cambodia. All right. right, so this is not a propaganda stuff. So again, please try to understand here, guys. See, look at this one here. Donald is going to send 300 to Ukraine, $322 million. All right, so he's going to be sending some more stuff now, guys. All right, so we were told that Donald was not going to do this. But Donald told us that he told America that he was not going to be sending stuff. And now all of a sudden, $322 million. And then 2 weeks ago, he was going to, the Patriot missile. So he's sending stuff every week now. So pay very close attention, guys. Now, a lot of people saying, Louis, we're not paying for it, though. It's going to be NATO. They're going to pay for it. The problem here, what really bothers me, is that people voted for him to end this war, to end the war, not to continue the war. All right, a lot of people were fed up with Joe because this war is just never ending. It just keep on going and going. That's why people went for Donald, because Donald said that he was going to end it in 24 hours. But it's a whole different ball game now. And look, guys, I support Donald. I do. I believe he's doing great when it comes to tariff. Good job, Donald, with Japan. You did amazing with the Philippines. You did great with, I think, Thailand. Donald, you're doing an amazing job when it comes to tariff. But you're not doing great with the Jeffrey list. You're not doing great with the war. You told us you was going to pull us out of the war. And you told us you was going to release the list, the Jeffrey stuff. Those are the two things that he's failing. And I'm not afraid to say it. I know there's a lot of Donald supporters out there, and I lost some followers, but I'm not afraid to say it. Donald's really messing up when it comes to those two things. Wow, things are going down right now in Ukraine. A massive overnight Russian strike hit Odessa. Residential area took a direct hit. Historic landmarks in the city center were damaged, and an iconic, I'm gonna skip that name, market went up in flames. Ooh. You know, guys, there's gonna be a day that war will no longer exist. It will be a day when we walk into the new kingdom of heaven with Jesus Christ, for only righteous dwell. There ain't gonna be no more missiles, no more none of this stuff. Believe it or not, there's some men out there, people love war. They do. They love war. They just truly love it. You know, you could, again, I think they have a stock market for, like, you can make money when it comes to missiles and stuff like that. It's just crazy. Man, I heard that there's some kind of a market for that. It's just insane. All right, give me a second here, guys. Uh-oh, we got some breaking news. Got some breaking news here. Border crisis escalate. You have Thailand and Cambodian troops exchange fires as landmines detonate. You have GUN fire broke out Thursday between Thai and Cambodian forces near the disputed Tom Temple after a Thai soldier lost his to landmine. I mean, that's brutal. Now, Thailand said Cambodian troops approached with RPGs and fire first after sending a drone. Cambodia claims it was self-defense against Thai incursion. You have 2 Thai soldiers were impacted. Hospital near the border began evacuating. Both sides have expelled ambassador. Cambodia downgraded ties to the lowest level. And it says here that this dispute is now dangerously close to biblical war. Man. I mean, we had India and Pakistan. Now we got to deal with Thailand and Cambodia. Here comes Donald. Donald's going to say, well, I'll take care of business. I believe Donald is going to send Marco Rubio, and they're going to talk things out with Cambodia and Thailand. And I do believe this is probably going to end with a ceasefire. But yeah, other than that, that's what's going on right now, guys. Yeah, things are not looking good. Thai and Cambodian troops clash at border as tension explodes. Once again, these 2 forces exchanged GUN fire Thursday near the disputed. I'm gonna skip that name. So we already know all this. Yeah, we know all this here. Let me just skip it. Steve Luckner is live, so he's actually talking about this too, guys. Wow. Rockets whizzing through the air. Constant explosion between Thai and Cambodian forces. I'm gonna read some of your comments. Just give me 1 second here, guys. This is a big breaking news that's coming out right now, so. Here's another news. Thailand launches airstrike on 2 Cambodian military targets. All right, so far, that's going to be it for now. I'm just going to read your comments, and I'm just going to wait for some updates. But, hey, thank you so much for tuning in. Oh, there's no vegetable or no meat. We'll look at the people around you. There's a... What? Hold on, give me a second here. There's no vegetable or no meat. Well, look at the people around you. There is meat. I don't know what you're talking about, that one. But if there's meat there, people are saying that it smells really bad. It's no good. When they make currency electronic, they can control money and how it exchanged. Yes, yes, I agree 100%. Digital currency is going to be another ball game. Once we hit digital currency, our sleeping giant country is gone forever. The old sleeping giant that we once knew is in the past. This new sleeping giant will be a new system. A day's wages for a loaf of bread. People are stealing groceries from others in parking lots here. The reason why is because it's so hard nowadays I mean, one person, um, one single person has to pay at least $3,000 a month. I know someone that has a 2-bedroom apartment is $1,900 a month, and then she has a car that she financed and full coverage. That's like almost $3,000 there, and then the electric and the water bill. I mean, that's like $3,500 a month. I mean, how in the world can someone? It's just terrible. We're not supposed to be in this spot. We're not supposed to be in this spot. We're not supposed to be struggling like this. Americans supposed to be saving money. We're supposed to have a lot of money, but instead we're living paycheck to paycheck. Actually, we're not living paycheck to paycheck. There's no such thing, paycheck to paycheck. We're working 3 jobs just to catch up with our debts. We pay the bills, but we only have like $3 left. That is way more than I get a month, Love Pug says. Well, it's getting worse, and Donald gave all his rich buddies a discount tax. Well, one thing I'll tell you guys is that we haven't seen nothing yet, when it comes to the poor. We were told, here's the thing, guys, and this has been going on for many years, but they only talk about middle class and the rich people, but they never, ever mention about the poor. I mean, what's going on with the poor? And here's the thing, guys. I would love to see someone that's not a rich person being a president. I mean, it's always a rich person. Back in the days, the founding fathers, they were not older people. They were like young people. I think George Washington, if I'm not mistaken, I think back then the leaders, they were young people. They were like 22 to like 35 years old. They were leaders of this country. They were young people. They weren't like Donald or Joe, those ages. I mean, back then it was young leadership. Young. There was no such thing as a school education. I mean, everything was homeschooled back then. It seems like back then the system was a lot better compared to now. And yeah, so my wife said that she did a lot of study. I didn't even know that. Let me see, how old was George Washington when he was president? Let's see, give me a second here. Okay, George Washington was like 57 years old when he became the first president. But give me a second here. So George Washington, he was 25 years old or 26 years old when he first entered politics. So again, they were really young back then. I mean, you don't see too many young people joining politics. Most of the people that is joining politics like in their 30s or 40s. But back then there were many young ones, a lot of young ones. Again, we're talking about in their 20s. But nowadays, it's just, no offense to the elderlies out there, but politics is being run by a whole bunch of elderlies. And they don't want to let it go. They don't want to let it go. They want to stay in power. They want to stay until they're gone. All right, give me a second here, guys. So tensions are still rising in Cambodia and Thailand. All right, so not much information coming out. I mean, again, there's still the war situation going on between Thailand and Cambodia. It wasn't age that is the problem; it's the term limits. Complaining about the age is a age discrimination. No, I'm not discriminating their ages. I'm saying that back in the days, there used to be young ones compared to now. Um, but I believe I absolutely agree with you about the term limits. There needs to be term limit. Just like the president, the president has like 2 terms, or you could, whether the people like you, they put you in a second term. If not, then they're gonna vote for someone else and boot you out. But I believe in terms. Uh, Nancy, she been in politics for how long? 50 years, I think. I think like 50 years. That's insane. That's absolutely insane. 50 years. It's just crazy. Joe, he's been in politics since 1970, 72, 73. That's crazy. That's absolute. It just whew. But at the same time, we need to understand too that God allowed them to be in those spotlights. God is the one that places them in those spotlights. I know many of us is like, man, what's the term limit? But we need to understand that God is in control. God is the one that's in control. George Washington in the Apathes painting in Capitol rises with woman deeds, not Jesus. All these old people need to just retire already. The world has changed. Tech has changed. Wisdom, who's that? Wisdom, Success, Abundance, LLC. Well, again, I mean, there should be like term limits. But it's just throughout many years, things had changed. My wife and I were talking about like the school education. I think it's very important. Well, homeschool, I think it's like the best. It is. It is. It is. I mean, the founding fathers that were homeschooled back then, they had like classes and stuff, like going into like school and stuff like that. Back then, again, parents taught their young ones. It should be age limit. Age limit. Yeah. Can be a president at the age of 80. You just can't. Donald, he's almost 80, I think, and they put out the White House put out a message about his health, and I mean, he's doing okay, but once you reach 80, I mean, you're gonna get. I mean, again, that's like the end. That's like the final straw. You really, really, really need to retire. You need to retire. Get yourself a Corvette and just go to Clearwater Beach or something. Just go to church or play bingo or something. But again, it's just the world of politics. Politics is so much. But Donald seems like he's healthy. He's really good. But Joe, that was a whole different ball game. Remember, Joe was in politics since the 1970s. Donald was not in politics. Donald was more like a businessman. All right, he was a businessman. But politics does mess your head up. And I mean, it just, oh man, it just. I mean, politics. I mean, for you to join politics, I mean, it's brutal. I know this young kid, I'm like, man, you should be a politician. And he's like, I wouldn't be a good liar. So, guys, if you can give this video a thumbs up, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for that. Oh, guys, the other day I mentioned about my lower back, sharp pain. I think it was my spinal cord, but it just, yeah, everything is fine. It is, but I feel like I have to go to like a doctor because my heart does race a lot, and I have to hold my breath for like a few seconds and then release. There's a possibility it might be coffee, but ever since I had that sharp pain in the back, it started doing that. So just pray for me, guys. Thank you so much. Bone Jones said, and he was until he wasn't. Oh, Biden Corvette. Yeah. Yeah, that picture of him and with the garage door open, and he had all the files and everything. And he's not supposed to have those paper. Is yeah, but he got away with it. Military plane. I hear a military plane somewhere. Military plane. Where is it? Wow, I can't see it. That was really loud. And he had no lights on. That was a big helicopter. It seems like it was a Black Hawk. I live near a military base, and I think that was a Black Hawk helicopter. It was so strange because it had no lights on. I mean, it had the yellow, I mean, not the yellow, the white and the red light blinking. But other than that, I mean, usually they have like the front lights and everything, but this one didn't have no lights on. So I do live near a military base, and yeah, it's really, really cool to see all these military training going on. And it happens at 6 o'clock in the morning. That's like my alarm clock. They wake me up. The entire windows just vibrate and everything. I'm like, well, there we go, my alarm clock. And we live, again, they have those training airplanes and stuff, and the planes are really low. So yeah, you could hear those planes. I don't mind all that noise and sound and stuff like that. I don't mind. 6 o'clock in the morning, you see like the planes, and you see all the soldiers jumping out the plane. They got the parachutes and stuff. It's really nice. I like it. I'm a big I support the military. My family, most of my family is in the Air Force, and one of them, my cousin that lives in Massachusetts, he was operating F-16 and stuff. My wife, her family, the man in her family is in the Marines. So, guys, 2 more likes away from 200. DC flooding. Yeah, there's some flooding going on tonight, guys. There is some flooding going on tonight. AZ said, I have been having pain in my forehead and my heart has been feeling strained. What could it mean? I don't get much sleep. It's good to go see a doctor, but there's a possibility. Maybe you need to drink a lot more water, fluid. Maybe you need some vitamins, a little exercise. I mean, once we hit like over 40, I mean, and 50, I mean, that's when, you know, your body changes. So, yeah. I mean, with me, it was different. I was just moving some books around. I wasn't even lifting. I didn't lift nothing. I just leaned over and I moved the book, and I felt this sharp pain, and it felt like I was having a heart attack. It was terrible. I fell down to my knees, and I couldn't breathe. I just couldn't breathe, and I couldn't get up. I tried to get up, but it was so painful. It's like my whole lower back was so. It was like this pinched nerve, and I couldn't breathe. My heart was racing, and then I got up like 5 minutes later. My wife helped me, and I lay down in bed, and she saw me. She's like, "You are very pale. You look like a ghost." And she's like, "We need to take you to the hospital." And, you know, I kind of relaxed a little bit, and I told her I'm doing all right now. But I did one on Google, and I don't like going on Google and doing searching and stuff, but I wanted to check this one out. They said that heart attack also happens when you have a lower pinched nerve in the back. That could also cause heart attack. So I don't know what I had was a heart attack, but you know, I should have gone to the ER. But yeah, but I did took some aspirin, and I felt a lot better. But yeah, I feel good right now. So Lord Andrew said, "Mods, what did I say that you blocked me?" I don't know what you said, Andrew, but again, you know, in this channel, we try to keep it clean and stuff like that. Anybody that says like really, really negative stuff, commit blaspheme, or, you know, bully other people and stuff like that, then, you know, we block you guys. Or, you know, I mean, we try to keep it clean in this channel. So again, just, you know, just show a little respect. Be sure electrolytes are not getting flushed out. How much do you weigh, AZ? I have 207 likes. Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it. We're like 3 minutes away. 3 minutes away. But I think I might have to stay away from the coffee. I do. I think what I'm gonna do is just drink tea. I love tea with lemon and honey. So with my Cash App, I gotta change the Cash App, because I say, you know, donate through Cash App so I could get a cup of coffee. I'm gonna change the coffee to hot tea. I don't mind hot tea with honey and lemon. That is so delicious. I love it. I love it. I do. I love the tea. Oh yeah, and ginger. Yeah. Oh, ginger. Yeah, ginger's amazing. I love ginger. Actually, ginger is good for you. You know, it burns like the fat and everything. Ginger is everything that comes from the earth. You know, it's just amazing. How could coffee do that? Coffee make your heart race. Too much caffeine, it just make your heart race. And coffee will also make you really thirsty. So that's another thing too. I don't drink a lot of water, because I'm always working, and I drink coffee, but I'm not drinking water. So the caffeine, especially in the hot weather, it's not good. So it does make your heart race. And then, you know, sugar in the coffee, that could also do it too. I drink like 5 a day. You can't be my dad's record. My dad was like 19, 20 cup of coffee a day. But yeah, I mean, there's people out there that loves coffee. I know someone that drinks soda every day. Soda, Coca-Cola, every single day, drinking soda. And that's all he drink. I never seen him drink water. I'm like, dude, I'm not trying to be mean here, but you could pass away just drinking soda. And he's like, I've been drinking soda since I was 14. He comes to work with a big jug of Coca-Cola, like 3 of them. And that's all he drink, is soda. Sometimes soda could lead to liver failure or fatty liver. I mean, you got to take care of your body. You got to take care of your body. Louis, sometimes just changing brands on coffee can give you a weird jolt. Just drink thinner coffee. You may be right. My wife got the Bustelo. Bustelo is like the yellow can. I think it's Colombian coffee. And those coffee are very strong. I mean, one little sip and you're just running back and forth. You're like a rabbit. Mushroom coffee. Never had a mushroom coffee. All right, guys. So we already hit the 1 hour limit. I had a coworker pass away from too much pop. Wow. Not good. Stay healthy. Drink a lot of water. And it's something that I need to do. I go to the gym. I do. And when I go to the gym, I do work out a lot. I do work out. People say to drink green tea. That's what I'm going to do. I have a whole bunch of tea. I have a lot of tea. Coffee is not the case, Louis. Go get blood work. My grandma 80 still on coffee. Well, I did get a blood work, and they say everything is good. Everything is good. So everything is good. I did the blood work. The only thing I had was like high cholesterol, but it wasn't like extreme. It wasn't like that. Water is what we always need. Yes. Lord Andrew say, Watchman, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Watchman, AZ. Thank you so much, Love Pugs, and Blue Angel. Thank you so much to all the moderators for tuning in. We hit 216. Thank you so much for that, guys. Well, I'm gonna end it here, and I see you guys in the next few hours. You have a good night. God bless you all, and be safe till next time later.